Did I just fail? Dried up mealworms. A good treat for the chickens, but not for 25 bucks for a few pounds. I'm gonna have to build something out of this. I've got some old tubs over here. Yeah, they'll probably work pretty good. Used to be part of my aquaponics. Got some old screen. Have to have some of that around extra. Put it all together. We're gonna build a mealworm farm. Now these old tubs, they've been sitting out the yard for maybe about 2-3 months. I was gonna try to make a filter out of them. It failed, but I can repurpose. I'll take and tape off and close up the holes I had in them. They should work out all right. Now right now I'm trying to use my sawzall and cut this. Not a good idea. Tried twice, failed twice. So this plastic does not cut well. Won't cut with scissors. Throw some snips. Just snip all the way through this thing until we get it done. That part's done. Now I can do the top. Pretty simple. Stack them on top of each other. Do a little outline. Now one thing I'm kind of concerned about is the weight on the screen. It's a large area, a large open hole in the bottom. I'm gonna put like a little cross member here. It's gonna be hopefully enough to hold the screen up. And I think it should work. Give it a try. Now this one I've got to use my pocket knife to cut out. Snips really couldn't get around it. It was too thin for the snips. It was binding them up. Everything seems to line up pretty good. Not bad for a next project. Again with the screen, just going to trace out the bottom of it, keep it simple. No real measurements here. And once again, back to 10 steps. At least that part's pretty easy. Alright, now I'm going to put in the screen, and what I did here, it seemed like a good idea. I used some tape. I'm going to tell y'all right now, that failed. Now it held up because I had that bottom strip in the cover in the bottom, but once I picked up the top tray, it was too heavy, it fell through. So Mr. Wild went through and kind of helped out, and we used some hot glue. That hot glue welded the screen on pretty well, and now the project works. Next step is I had to go to Amazon, get some mealworms. Now they didn't cost a whole lot. It cost me about the $25 that the mealworms at Tractor Supply would have cost me. The difference is, these hopefully make a lot more. If this project's successful, the very first batch of worms I get out of it, straight gains. Gotta love it. Now my first concern is that did I get live worms? And it looks like they're wiggling. Now I specifically requested and ordered breeding worms. They are super worms out there, and the super worms, they end up not turning into beetles. They turn into just big mealworms. If they're unsprayed, untreated, they will turn into beetles. A little bit of oatmeal for the first food. Raisin Bran works better. I didn't have any. I was waiting for something to come in. So I had some oatmeal. That's going to work for now, and they seem to be enjoying it. Now through the magic of editing, it's been 3 weeks now, and yeah, tomatoes don't work. And those are not dead worms. They molted. So that means somewhere in here, we're going to find some beetles, and yes, there they are. So I was lucky. They're not super worms. I actually got beetles. This means this colony may work. All I've got to do is feed it right, not tomatoes. But everything else seems to be working pretty good with them. I think they did like the tomato too, but the fruit flies like it also. So with that, free chicken food, project worked. Y'all stay safe. Now, if y'all enjoyed that video, put down in the comments, subscribe. Also, if there's things that you think about homesteading, curious projects, things like that, that's why it is the Wild Mind of Mike. It's a wild way, a different way of homesteading. Try to get your own resources, trying to get your own, how to build things, whatever it is. I mean, there's so many YouTube channels out there that kind of cover it all. I love it. I love watching them. But sometimes you got a question, and that's what this is here for. Shoot me a question. I'll come up with the answer. Might even have a solution. And if you can challenge me, all the better. Y'all stay safe. Oh yeah, that's the fad, right? It's fad. Am I doing this right?